Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to set up Next.js with Tailwind CSS. Without wasting time, let's roll the intro. The first thing that you'll have to do for me is to install Node.js. What is Node.js? Node.js is an application that enables you to run modern JavaScript application in your laptop or computer. It is just like XAMPP or WAMP for PHP. The next step is to install Visual Studio Code. If you don't want to use Visual Studio Code, you can go on and install any editor of your choice. Now, let's just jump straight into Visual Studio Code. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do here is to open a folder. Go to File, Open Folder, and then let's say Next, and then let's click Next Tutorial. Okay, this is an empty folder, that's why you don't see anything from here. So the next step is to go to our terminal. Go to terminal and create a new terminal. It's very important to take a note of this path because this path is telling you where you are in terms of the folder. So we are inside this folder Next Tutorial. Now let's create a Next.js application. So we must type this command: npx create dash next dash app, just like this. Let's just wait a little bit. Okay, we are having an error. What the error is? Okay, am I connected? Yes. Okay, my mistake. As you can see, I didn't type create here. This is wrong. Let's do it again. npx create dash next dash app. Okay, my apologies for the previous mistake. npx create next app. Okay, let's just wait for a minute. As you can see, it's asking us what is the name of our project. The name of our project is just going to be Next Intro. Okay, it's very important to make sure that you don't put capital letters here. Your project name must be all small letters. Okay, do you want to use TypeScript? No, for now. ESLint, let's just click yes. Tailwind CSS, obviously yes. Source directory, no. App router, yes. Alias, no. Okay, so as you can see, now we are having a folder with the name of our project. So what we want to do, as you can see, as it is installing here, there are some certain files that are being created here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video until this part finish installing. As you can see, the system is done. So if we want to see the application on the browser, we have to type this command: npm run dev. Okay, we are having an error. My apologies for that. The thing that we're supposed to do, as I've said before, we are supposed to take note of this path. So at the moment we are outside this folder, not inside it. So if you want to get inside it, let's type cd and type this name, Next Intro. And as you can see, this is the full path where we are. So we are inside this folder. Then let's type that command: npm run dev. Okay, the system will create a virtual server that will be located at localhost on port 3000, and then from then we are going to visit that on our address bar, and the project will run from there. Okay, as you can see, this is localhost on port 3000. Let's go to a browser and type localhost port 3000. Okay, let's just wait for some time. We are almost done. There is nothing much to it. We are just waiting for it to load. Okay, as you can see, boom, this is your next application. So the next part, I'm going to show you how this project links to Tailwind CSS for styling. Okay, so this page, it's this one here inside our app, and this is the page. So we are going to do, we don't need this part. We are going to go where there is return. Okay, as you can see, go here and delete everything that is inside here because we don't need it. Okay, as you can see, we are having a small error there. So what we can do, let's just type h1 and say next project and type next project. Okay, go back here, refresh. Suppose all of this is gone, we can see next project here. Okay, let's just go back just to test. Import next from image, but it's never used. Okay, we can remove this because we don't really need it. My apologies for my slow computer. Okay, it looks like my computer is slow. We don't need this. Okay, this is all what we need. As you can see, now we have next project, but there are these lines that we don't really like. So how do we remove these lines? Okay, let's go back here and then let's go to global style CSS, and then let's go to our body, and then let's remove everything here and then click save, meaning that now there are no default styles in the application. As you can see, the application is clean. So what we are going to do, we are just going to change the text to red, and then we are going to center it so that you can have an idea of how Tailwind CSS works. Okay, so in order for us to do that, we need to go to this page, and then we need to come here. In fact, let's create a fragment here. Okay, a JSS fragment. This is more like an empty div. Okay, so that everything that we return here will be inside it. You are not allowed to return more than 2 tags, let's say. As you can see here, this is the first tag and this fragment acts as a second tag. That's why we are getting an error. So we need to remove this and put this tag here. Okay, so now it's like we are having an outside container where this text, this h1, is inside on. So what we are going to do, if we want to use Tailwind CSS, we need to use this class name. Okay, and then from then we want to set the background of this div to gray. So we say bg gray, let's say 200, and then go back. As you can see, there is that gray. Let's make it 500 so that it can be visible. Save. As you can see, but now what we want to do, we want this to fill in the whole height of the screen. So we are going to say h-screen and then click save, then go back. As you can see, it fills the entire screen. Now let's make this color red. Okay, so we are going to go to this h1 class name, and then we say text red dash 500, save. Okay, then come back as you can see. Now the last thing, we want to center this text here, so we are going to go to the outside container. First of all, we must display it flex, and then from there we are going to say items, item center, and also justify center. As you can see, now the text is in the center. Otherwise, guys, that is it for this tutorial. If you feel like this video has added value into your overall understanding of Next.js and Tailwind CSS, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.